What happened there? Wave at me in the chat if you can see me. Hello? Well, I think my internet may have gone down. Gonna refresh the chat. I mean, it seems to be connected. I cannot connect to the Twitch chat, though. Alright, 2 seconds. What's happened? Oh, there it is. Escotro! Thank you so much for the 4 months. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened there. I just looked over and suddenly OBS was like, hey, you're not streaming anymore. I was like, what? Excuse you? Yeah, I think my internet just had like a very brief outage. So that was strange. I think there was supposed to be some sort of maintenance work happening, but I don't think it was today. Anyway, hopefully we're back. Hopefully everyone can see me and stuff. I can see the chat again now, which is helpful. Yikes, that thing one-shot me. Ouch. Just having the freezing enchantment equipped isn't really much of a bonus for the player, it turns out. This is pretty tough. I was hoping I'd get the air horn back in time that I could actually deal damage. I can just range on most of these guys. Does this game require internet? No, you can play offline. I don't want to go in there. Unless maybe I would get a chest from it. I want to go in there. If any leapers come out, I need to use potion barrier, though. Of course. Oh, dear. Well, no whip for me. Didn't even beat the daily trial. Gosh, that's a tough one. Actually a tough one. It's only a recommended power 110 as well. I guess if I used ranged weapons, it might help, huh? Oh, that's why. Overgrown Temple doesn't even have that as a gear drop. So I guess we better do Panda Plateau then, huh? Do I play tennis? No. I wish I could spend more time playing tennis, but right now I really don't think I have the time, and I really don't think the facilities are going to be available. Hey, Inklings, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. We are achievement hunting in Minecraft Dungeons today. Am I calling them leapers? Yeah. They're called leap leafs, but it's just an awkward name to say. So I just call them leapers for short. Have I ever played a UHC? I have. with the people from the Voidbound server and some of the folks from Decidedly Vanilla.
Just prime.
Powers, thanks so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Should the mobs in dungeons be added to Vanilla? I'm not certain that all of them need to be, and there are some that would be really difficult to fight in first person. Like the Geomancers, for example, would be kind of a pain. I do like the redstone golems, though. I think those are pretty iconic as far as dungeons mobs goes. They might make a fun addition. You just got to find a way to make it balanced for vanilla combat, though. And just having like a big tanky thing is not necessarily going to be the funnest thing in the world to fight. Am I planning on streaming Fall Guys? No. Not interested. Just got done with your daily trials. This update is so fun. It's great. I really like Creeping Winter. Did you get the Frozen Fists achievement done? Imagine if you could do PvP in Minecraft Dungeons. It would be like the last few episodes of a JoJo arc, everyone just spamming punches. Gonna take care of these guys from range. Love Medallion works for the Leapers. That's your favorite way to deal with them? Yeah. That's probably a good shout. I don't tend to use that Wild Rage status often. It's not necessarily my playstyle, but it does make sense if you've got an enemy that's that tough. Explore the forest. You cannot lie to the forest. The forest contains one's memories. Chomp chomp. A little bit easier to deal with when they're not doing twice the amount of damage they normally do. Alright, 1.5 times, 1.5 times. Mathematicians. Yes, we got a whip. Okay, we're good. We're golden. To the camp! I don't care if this whip isn't even good, we're using it. Actually looks like it might be quite good. Swirling. Critical hit. Critical hit is definitely going on this. Gravity exploding. Yes. And shockwave or echo. Echo is probably better. What can I trash to give this more power? I think I'll trash the pink scoundrel, much as I enjoy it. Obviously not trashing those. They are my main weapon. That was the mercenary armor that I used in today's video. I guess maybe we'll just go with Echo 2. Because it still has like a 4-second cooldown as opposed to 3 seconds. That's not that bad. Right. So, spoilers for the secret level. We're going to do this on a lower difficulty just cause. Software do I use for streaming and recording? For streaming I use Streamlabs OBS. For recording I use Marillis Action! ! So this is the secret level. You get this from finding a bunch of secret runes that are available from adventure difficulty onwards. And the secret level is basically a kind of tribute to Diablo's famous cow level. So this looks like it's going to be relatively easy on this difficulty because this whip is doing a fair amount of damage. The main reason I'm not doing this on full difficulty is just that, like, I don't really like the whip's attack pattern, and it is nowhere near as good as Fighter's Bindings as far as DPS goes. Having critical hit helps, though. Invincible, everyone just likes Minecraft. That's the main thing. Everyone's just, like, into regular Minecraft. I mean, half the time my audience shows up to watch me mine ancient debris for 3 hours, so it's not like they, you know... Not like they have any actual taste, it's just that... People just like watching vanilla Minecraft, I guess. I'm not bothered by it, though. I enjoy this game. I wanted to get some stuff done. I decided I was going to spend this week just as a break from the whole debris mining thing. You're the opposite. You don't watch Minecraft, you do watch Dungeons. That's fair, man. If you get burnt out on a game especially, it's nice to take a break. Okay, so the whip is not bad if it has critical hit, I'm learning. Critical hit and a strength potion. Excuse me. Coming through. I guess technically the achievement is only to kill the monstrosity using jungle gear, so... PvP was in Minecraft Dungeons, they would stun lock each other, basically, yeah. Excuse me, ladies. I'm not there, and suddenly I am there. Why the mushroom's hostile? It's just a, like I said, a tribute to a Diablo level where they had a bunch of cows as the enemies. It's just a fun thing. It's not like canonical representation of mushrooms. Get rid of that and that. Seeing as I've got this armor right now, I might end up just spawning myself a few potions. They're ladies? Well, they're cows, I mean. I can't really tell biologically. So I don't know if you have to use the ocelot armor here or not, so I guess we'll find out. I can unequip the bow, because that's not unique to the jungle, but I won't be using it anyway. Should whips be added to vanilla Minecraft? No. I don't see them being used for anything. Okay, we at least got a strength potion there, so that works. Let's don the battle robe. You spawn the boss just by walking over in this direction. And during the fight, it spawns these other mushrooms, which can be a problem. It's not going to be. The other cool attack it has is like firing these mushrooms out as projectiles, which I really like. I think that's a really fun attack pattern. Kind of turns it into a bullet hell fight for a second there. There we go. I got a firebolt thrower, which I don't think is a weapon I've had before. Not a very high level one. So let's see if that counted towards the achievement or if we have to come back and do this with ocelot armor as well. What aspect of dungeons would I add to regular Minecraft? I like the variety of armor, just cosmetically more than anything. I really wish they had, like, cosmetic things that you could augment regular armor with. There we go, got some slightly better enchanted grass. Let's check the achievements. Nope, looks like we didn't get it. So I guess we do have to... We do have to do that with ocelot armor equipped. Fair enough. But that is the only achievement I have left to get, so... Let's see if we can get some Ocelot armor from someone. Oh, the Soul Lantern. Okay, that's something that I don't have yet. But again, it's a soul item. I'm not really using those. That's weapons and artifacts. Lighting and texture are so much more pleasing in this game. Oh yeah, like environmental lighting and stuff for sure. That is definitely something I would like to change. Corrupted seeds. Maybe I need to only use artifacts that are unique to the jungle as well. So corrupted seeds would be one of those. So let's grab some of those, restock. Okay, he is not selling any Ocelot armor. Yeah, I wonder if maybe we're not allowed to use any artifacts, because it says only use gear that's unique to the jungle. I'm like, what does gear mean exactly? Probably best if we just run through the level again. And we'll need to do... We'll do Dingy Jungle. We'll just do that with our standard loadout. What did I do with the bow? There we go. What do I prefer, Java or Bedrock? I'm a Java player, personally. Doesn't really matter to me, though, one way or the other. Doesn't repetition kill this game? Not really. You just find different ways to play. Right now I'm playing it in a kind of repetitive way because of the achievements, but that's mainly because I'm grinding for a specific thing. What do I need to think about here? Oh yeah, I was going to go back to the camp and then come back in for higher level gear. If we can get a high level Ocelot armor. I can't believe I threw that one away. That was so silly. Didn't even think about it. What's with the ghast sound? That's the sound it makes when you load up a level on Apocalypse difficulty. Like the default difficulty, the noise is a chicken, which is pretty funny. But the ghast sound is basically reminding you that you're playing on Apocalypse difficulty. Just going to play through this level until we get an Ocelot armor, which hopefully will not take too long. Man, it feels good being able to use a high DPS weapon again. Unfortunately, you don't get Ocelot armor just from killing Ocelots. I don't know of any locations on this map that are specifically for chests other than the secret area inside the tree later, and that takes a while to get to. Might just swap the Windhorn for swiftness boots so we can run a little faster if I don't get caught on the scenery. Why do I do Hermitcraft recaps if I don't want to join Hermitcraft? Why do people review movies and not make movies? I'm just a fan of stuff. I don't need to be part of something just because I'm a fan of it. You can be a fan of comics and not want to write comics, you know? It's like... maybe I don't think I'd be good at it. Maybe I'm just happy doing my own thing. Sometimes it's nice to just enjoy stuff. When did I start my YouTube channel? Basically November of 2014 is when it started. You're a fan of Pixar, so you don't want to be Pixar. Exactly. I find it's better to focus on the stuff that you know you can do rather than just hope for stuff that probably wouldn't happen. You love eating cows, you don't want to become a cow. Exactly. Excellent examples, everyone. Well done. Hey, Mr. Alpha X, welcome on in. Hope you are having a good day. The stream seems to have recovered from the weird outage we had earlier, so thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate that. We have 3 TNT now. We'll have a lot more than that later. I want to do this daily trial on stream because it just looks kind of absurd. Not the one we just did. There is one on Soggy Swamp today, which is hilarious. Congrats on getting the achievement. Hey, thank you. What are my PC specs? You can find those in the description of the stream if you're watching on browser, or on the About page of my YouTube channel if you can't look at that because you're on mobile Twitch. Nothing super special. It's an i7. I have a 2080 Ti now. And yeah, bunch of standard stuff, really. I mean, standard for, like, relatively high-end gaming. But, you know, I'm a professional. I need this stuff for video editing and whatnot. How high can you stack the TNT? It only goes to 3. So at this point, it's probably better for me to throw it and pick up any more TNT that I get a little bit later. Oh, we got some mobs over here that have enchantments, which might be good if they drop some stuff. They did not drop some stuff. There isn't even a chest over here. Why'd I bother? Hey, Prowl, good to see you. What's my plan for the next Skyblock 116 episode? Probably more resource farms. We're at the point where we have iron now, so we can actually make, you know, pistons regularly and stuff. Having a sugarcane farm would be kind of useful. Might make a few dispensers so that we can automate some more of the mob spawner stuff. I have a plan for a really good mob farm that's only going to make sense if there's a large enough desert in that world. Still no Ocelot armor. This game is fun on Xbox. It is. Yeah, Harry, my PC is custom made by a company called Chill Blast, who are based here in the UK. Because I don't really have a great deal of experience with electronics, and building it myself was not going to be particularly easy for me. It's the kind of thing that, yes, I could look up, you know, videos on YouTube or whatever, but I am not particularly confident when it comes to this stuff, and I wouldn't want to spend a lot of money on something I could potentially break. Hey, look, another whip. So I'm much more comfortable entrusting that stuff to the professionals. Can you get sand renewably? In this game, no, it's a dungeon crawler. I know you meant in regular Minecraft, and no is the answer. I mean, technically you can from the Wandering Trader, but he shows up so infrequently that it's really not possible. And you can duplicate sand in a variety of ways, but I don't really consider that much worth doing. I mean, it's probably worth it in the sense that, yeah, you get renewable sand, but it's one of those things like TNT duping where you have to weigh what you're getting versus the in-game alternatives for it. I would really like a way to be able to get sand renewably. Explore the vine maze. All right, then I will. Yeah, you can always reset the chunks. Again, that's one of those things where I don't know if I really want to do it, but then I've already crafted, I think, 25,000 or maybe close to 30,000 TNT for the demolition of all these bits of the nether looking for ancient debris. I have about half the ancient debris I need now. And I'm still going through the sand in one desert biome. As long as you use the rest of the sand wisely, like if you use villagers to trade for glass instead of smelting sand for glass, that's a good way to avoid using too much sand. If you just use it to make concrete and TNT, then you can probably get by pretty easily. And if you really wanted to, you could add a crafting recipe for it. I think the main issue comes when you're looking at like a multiplayer server where you've got lots of people in the same place all wanting sand for various reasons. Piglins rat in 16 and barter quartz. How to get it in Skyblock before? It was dropped by Blazes. In Skyblock, they've basically just added various things to the loot tables if they're not renewable resources. So that's why zombies drop gravel. Technically, piglins drop gravel now, so you could probably do better from piglin trading if you want gravel. I like the little biting noise that the ocelots make when they're attacking the creepers. That's pretty funny. Just nibbling on them. Mojang said they're focusing on endgame in dungeons. Anything you're hoping to see? I feel like a boss rush mode would be kind of cool. I think some kind of like wave survival challenge would be kind of cool. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they add in terms of endgame stuff, but I'm not a game developer myself. Like, I'm not necessarily like an ideas guy for this sort of thing. Please have Ocelot armor in it. Oh, it's the only time I've ever been disappointed to see gauntlets. Drown don't need to drop clay. You can buy bricks from masons. Yeah, but then you smelt clay to get stained clay. And I know you can get stained clay from masons as well, but that just takes like a lot of masons. And yes, if you want clay blocks. I think it's just for, you know, diversity. Plus, it sort of makes sense for the drown to drop clay because they're from rivers and oceans. It makes more sense than zombies dropping gravel, anyway. Do I want Ocelot armor to be added in regular Minecraft? I mean, I guess. I feel like having to skin Ocelots for it is kind of macabre, but there you go. Don't know why I didn't attack that creeper. For some reason, I was just like, no, I'll let that guy live. And then he ran after me, and I was like, well, maybe I gotta kill him. What do I think kills players the most in Minecraft? Probably other players. I feel like the deaths in terms of PvP servers and stuff are probably higher than they are on survival servers. Although I think the rest of the time it's probably either zombies, creepers, or fall damage, or maybe lava. Server mate of yours made a charge creeper farm. Some of the creepers escaped and went invisible. He dies a lot from that. Oh, man. I'm quite glad charged creepers aren't a thing in Minecraft Dungeons. Although that's something they could easily add in another update. What's the TNT on my head do? You throw it and it explodes. Which I will do in a second once I've got to a point where I feel like using it. Like this. I like the fact that TNT was invisible when I threw it as well. That's pretty funny. Don't have a way of checking your stats, but definitely full damage for you. You're clumsy. It happens. I think full damage has probably killed me pretty frequently on Survival Guide, actually. Too many times I've jumped off my zombie pigman farm without my elytra equipped because I was mending it. Or I didn't put it back on after I was mending my other tools and items. It's a good thing that 1.16 has made it so you don't need to do that anymore. Because you channel all the XP to just whatever items need mending. It's so handy. It means I don't take my elytra off as often and I don't fall and die as often. Rah! No, inventory in dungeons is not limited. It has 180 slots, which is a lot, but there is still a limit to it. So this one ends with another 2 leapers. And we're good. Just use radiance to get my health back. What's my favorite Minecraft food in real life? I don't know. Did they add pizza to Minecraft yet? Probably chicken. Maybe cake. Have some ocelot armor, please. Another whip, of course. Dang it, loot pig. Why you no give me armor? I guess technically I could try and beat the monstrosity without armor and only using a whip. Could probably just cheese it on a low difficulty. Bare chest, Steve. How are you able to see the mobs with all the points flying around? They've all got like red outlines around them when you target them, which is actually pretty handy. I also just kind of know where they're coming from at this point because I'm used to this game. I really wish strength potions stacked as well. How cool would that be? Medallion, Steve. Nothing up here. About to reach 5,000 emeralds. I am. I had like 7,000 earlier. I just have to keep re-rolling the trades I get at the camp. If I go down this way, I think we get a loot chest for doing this. This statue spawns creepers just until we beat all of them. Which is relatively easy to do. Especially when you have potion barrier. And an ironhide amulet. Finally! To camp! Thank you, Philip. I am doing well. Alright. New Ocelot armor. Potion barrier. Excellent. That's a good start. I think we'll probably end up trashing the mercenary armor from today. Just to get the enchantment points back. Because then we can potion barrier and we can use chilling or food reserves. I don't really like electrified, but we'll give it a try. Just for now. And then we can trash this and equip this, dequip that, equip this, remove that, and then try the bonus level without any of the other stuff. Just checking that I've still not actually unlocked this and it wasn't just updating slow. Nope, jungle fungus is still there. Okay, great. So we are wearing only stuff that you can get from the jungle missions, right? This is the idea. We have Ocelot armor, a whip, and corrupted seeds, which I believe are unique to jungle drops. You don't get them anywhere else. They are jungle rewards for Panda Plateau and Overgrown Temple. Let's try this again. Are the achievements in dungeons that intensive? There's a couple that have really specific requirements. J. Carlos, hello! Minecraft Dungeons is very fun. I really enjoy this game. I've not played Among Us. I've seen a lot of other people playing it lately, and I don't really like those deception-style games. They're competitive. They're not for me. I don't really like competitive gameplay, like, in general. Okay, we're going to do alright here, I think. My health says 100. Don't worry, I do have more health than that. I think once I get hit, there we go. Thousands. We're good. I love the exploding enchant. I think that's really funny. Kind of fits super well with the comedy of this level in general, right? Hey, we leveled up. Nice. Do I play Fall Guys? I do play Fall Guys. Not on stream, but I've been playing it casually here and there. It's a fun game. Would I ever start a new Minecraft Survival Guide world? I've said I'll probably do that if enough about the early game changes that some of my older episodes become obsolete. So if, like, caving changes to the point where my first episode's caving doesn't really look anything like what caving is to new players. I think I should try Among Us. The problem is it's also better with friends, and I don't have a huge amount of other friends who are all going to be interested in playing it at the same time I am. Seems like the kind of game that's good if you have like a large group and proximity chat and stuff like that, which is just a lot of effort to set up. Do I keep in touch with hermits? I don't really know many of the hermits all that well. I still keep in touch with Python from time to time, but we don't talk like super regularly. Alright, let's do this. Let's see how this works. Are there biomes in Minecraft Dungeons? There are different levels which are basically based on the biomes that you'll find in Minecraft. Hello. It's really weird doing this without the Windhorn. The Windhorn has always been like my weapon of choice when it comes to fighting this guy. I say weapon of choice, I mean artifact of choice, but you knew that. Ow. Ow. It's only do like 95 damage per hit. I think we're fine. Also, the corrupted seeds don't do anything to them either, which is disappointing. Better reserve that for when the mushrooms are being a problem. Tank the damage. Okay, that's doing a little bit more. I guess I had a potion barrier before, huh? I did. Having to use the arena a little bit more here. Okay, there we go. That's better. Minecraft Dungeons would I like to see in Minecraft Dungeons mod would I like to see in Minecraft? How about this one? This one will do. Keep forgetting I can roll to do the electrify move as well, which will be kind of helpful against the little mushrooms. The big mushroom, on the other hand, I guess we've got these blocks that we can hide behind while he's doing that. Did I ever finish getting all the netherite for my beacon? No, I'm taking a break from that because it's a very long process. It takes a while. Man, this guy has some pesky attack patterns if you don't have the right loadout. It's a lot of missiles, sir. Any predictions for the mob vote? I would love it if they gave us a bunch of bosses to vote on. Did I enchant the whip? I did, yeah. This was a whip from a previous level. It's the one I used last time. The corrupted seeds, I think, are also like a radius around you. I keep forgetting that when I use them. I just assume it's going to target whatever's closest, but it doesn't. Yeah, the whip definitely has critical hit, from what I've seen. Who created my channel art? Me. This guy's mad. Okay, now we're in trouble. Ow! Okay, he's just gonna, like, explode this rock for a while. Yep. Okay, I've got the cheese now. We got the cheese now! Because he can't hit me with any of those projectiles, and I'm able to hit him through this rock. Let's milk this mushroom and make some cheese. So in theory, that was all gear unique to the jungle. We should get the achievement for that. I win! What was my favorite subject in school? Probably music. More enchanted grass. Very nice. So that should hopefully, even though the achievement didn't pop, that should hopefully have got us... Yes, jungle fungus. Okay, fantastic. So the only thing I need to do is play some multiplayer and revive a downed friend 20 times. Wow, that was fun. Never doing that again. Enchanted grass summons a sheep that gives you, in case of this one, if it's the green one, it gives you like a poison cloud effect. It basically gives you extra enchantments. If it's a blue one, it gives you extra speed, and the red one gives you extra fire. So it's like a pet that kind of grants you additional buffs, which is pretty great. They're pretty fun to hang out with. But for now, I'm going to get rid of that enchanted grass. We're going to get rid of the ocelot armor and the whip, so I can get those enchantment points back in case I need them for anything else. We're going to reset our default setup, and I want to play this daily trial with you guys because it's super funny. So this is the Soggy Swamp daily trial for today. I'll probably load up Soggy Swamp and then just rejoin the camp so I can get the maximum gear out of this. But there's a daily trial in Soggy Swamp which requires you to beat the game, not beat the game, beat the level where mobs, I think, are more zombies than usual. Is that what it was? All of the mobs have critical hit, but you have looting. Okay, initial lives are set to 1. Players have looting. 50% of melee mobs have critical hit. So this is really great, because what this does is give you 100% looting. In the same way that, like, the other day when we were playing this, the critical hit enchant was 100%. So basically everything drops items. You're going to be hearing that sound effect a lot. So now I already have 3 TNT and a ton of strength potions. It's like playing a slot machine and we're hitting the jackpot constantly. I love this game type. Such a great sound effect. It's like an extra KO noise. Wow, that's an enchanted slime. Yikes. Unbelievable, look at this. More TNT than I can pick up. That's incredible. Oh, I love this so much. Bring this one back, Dungeons team. I think this is only like a level 1 challenge, though. It's stacking the odds squarely in the player's favor. But we still have to beat the corrupted cauldron like this as well, which is going to be interesting. That one spawns a lot of mobs around it. And every single slime, when you break down the slimes into little slimes, they all drop something. Incredible. The entire screen just ends up exploding. We need this for wither skeletons. Look at that. And I thought I spawned a lot of potions with surprise gift. Looting normally only gives a fairly small chance. I was going to say slim and say small, and I kind of went swat and then decided to recompose myself. It normally gives you like a pretty slim chance to have mobs drop anything. This is just entirely OP, but it's so fun. I'm surprised this isn't lagging the game out somehow. Look at all the particles. I need to focus on the cauldrons. Use TNT on the mobs instead of fighting them. Fighting them is just so fun when they make that noise, though. Got a double axe there. Again, I really wish some of the strength potions stacked. Can you imagine the amount of damage we could do? That's probably why they don't stack, to be fair, because of game types like this. So many of them just got yeeted into the swamp. That's great. Ding, ding, ding. Round 2. Oh, so good. So good. Ding ding! It's like sonar. Some daggers. 107. 112 isn't even worth keeping anymore. Amazingly. How long would it take to drink this many potions in Minecraft? A long time. It's the end of that bit. Sounds like the Sunday morning zoo with all that dinging. Oh, and there's another loot pig here as well. It's an embarrassment of riches. The fact that the mobs have critical hit doesn't even matter at this point. Like, they could be doing triple damage right now. I've got so many potions, I'm not seeing half of them. And they're not seeing half of me. Ta-da! They've done such a good job on the sound design in this game as well. Like, that sound effect is so good. Ting ting! I take a shadow brew. I sneak up behind something. I kill it. It drops another shadow brew. Just going from stealth encounter to stealth encounter. The whole point of doing these challenges, though, is because at the end of them, you get loot that is a higher level than you can ordinarily get from standard like trades or the regular levels even. With a challenge like this, it'll be lower level than like a tier 3 challenge. Like the one we were doing in the jungle. But I got a level 117 bow from one I did this morning, so... We do play rogue. We play rogue now. We have no choice but to play rogue. The shadow brews are everywhere. You can only stack 3 TNT on your head. I really wish it would just go off the screen. It'd be so fun. But then... one of them gets a swing in and they crit me, so... I mean, technically, I think this is a rogue monk multi-class at this point. Supply chests. Corrupted Cauldron boss fight's coming up in a second. When am I playing Barefist Alex? After this. After we're done with this level, we'll do a bit of Barefist Alex. It's just too fun, though. Obsidian chests. Hunting bow 112. Not really worth it now. See you later, Aro. Thanks for hanging out today. I wish creepers always made that noise when you kill them. Ding ding. Of course, I don't have to drink all the potions, but I am. Barefist Steve's going on a bender. Alrighty, Corrupted Cauldron boss fight. Let's do this. Radiance is OP. Nice. Very cool. That makes up for all the times it was difficult to fight that boss. By the way, if you want the rune, it's in there. Already got it, though. Very nice.
Potion supply is no more, and it'll be a long time.
Is there a Bedrock and Java version of Minecraft Dungeons? No.
Well done.
Doesn't work that way. The game is coded for Unreal Engine. Speedy Fist Steve, indeed. Oh, we only defeated 91% of the mobs. What do we get as our rewards? Spider armor. Oh, it's not even good. That's a shame. 25% melee attack speed would be worth it, and the lifesteal aura might be kind of fun, but... yeah, I don't think that's going to be worth it for the other enchantments we have. Fire Trail. I don't know if the blacksmith will reroll enchantments on gear for you, but I might give him this spider armor and see if he comes up with anything different. It says upgrades items. Instantly returns any investment enchanted points. Item power is rerolled based on your recommended difficulty. It doesn't say anything about changing the enchantments. I don't think it does. Try Penguin? No. We'll be back to playing Survival Guide next week. You can wait until then. Instead, I'm also going to trash these corrupted seeds because they're not required anymore. Instead, we're going to be leaving Barefist Steve where he is and switching to a brand new character. So this is going to be Barefist Alex, and I think we are going to try, first of all, skipping the tutorial. Because this should take us to the camp right away without us having to use a bow. But that starts us with nothing. We have a sword and a bow, both of which we are scrapping. We don't even have a fishing rod, which is what you get for beating the tutorial level. Our power right now is 0. So we have literally nothing. Except 30 emeralds. Actually, thinking about it, we could go to the Squid Coast. See, the reward for this level is a fishing rod. We could go to the Squid Coast, roll over the start, get that treasure chest that has the emeralds in it at the beginning. We can't even salvage those until we get back to camp. I have to remove them. I always forget that salvage doesn't become a thing until later. But we can roll over here. And there is a treasure chest here that gives you emeralds. And 1 TNT. Interesting. So I wonder if you can beat the tutorial level without using a bow, if you can TNT that skeleton that's on the barricade. So this is Barefist Alex. The true successor. Follower of the way of Barefist Steve. Will we emerge victorious? Obviously, like, my instinct right now is to use the TNT on these zombies, but we have the health potion, very good. See, this is the point where it normally forces you to use a bow, because you have to pick up these arrows, and then it says, shoot the skeleton guard. I literally cannot pick up the arrows. Will that kill the skeleton? It does! Oh, incredible! So we skip the arrows. The problem is I need one more TNT, because there is one place that you... later on you have to use a bow, and I don't know if the level is going to give me another TNT. There's one other thing that you have to lower it by throwing... by shooting an arrow at the other side. I like the way the prompt is broken now because it's still expecting me to use the bow. It's just frozen there. See, if the chest behind this gives me some TNT, that's when you know we're going to work out just fine. Goal for Barefist Alex is the same as Barefist Steve, except I'm trying to start without a bow and do the tutorial level either without... This is not going to give me TNT because those chests normally don't give you consumables. So I don't think we can do the tutorial level, which means we go into Creeper Woods without a fishing rod, which is very difficult. And from there we have different options because now that the camp has changed, the villagers will trade us different stuff. And I know a little bit more about better strategy for endgame and how to get higher level equipment. But the difficulty is we have to do Creeper Woods without a fishing rod, so we have no way of, like, stunning the zombies. We basically have to just use the environment, maybe try and, like, rush through parts of the level. We can stun lock these Vindicators, so that's okay. There's 2 more that spawn after this. And then we can just kind of keep them on the side of the statue here, so the other guy doesn't run around and start hitting me, like he's doing now. And this is the point where it gives you the firework arrow. We level up for the first time, so we get a full heal. It's still trying to tell me to shoot the skeleton. Killing this guy will give us the firework arrow, which we're going to leave in our inventory. It's going to pop up with all kinds of stuff on the scenery. And then this is the problem, because this area here... Again, gives us more arrows because I don't have any. It requires me to kill that skeleton, and I can't roll to it. And I don't really have any way of killing that skeleton. So without TNT, we're unable to progress at that point. And there is no way of doing it without using a bow. So we're going to have to quit and go back to the camp. Still haven't shot the skeleton. Okay, so from the camp, we can go to Creeper Woods. And let's see how well this goes. I like the fact it's got like a little captured merchant thing on there now. So like once you've beaten the game here... I can't believe my power level is literally 0. This is so good. Feels so weird not seeing the merchants there. I know! Anyway, right. Let's do this. We're of course on default difficulty 1. This is probably going to involve a lot of either stun-locking enemies. Okay, we got some food there. That's good. We can regen some health. We have arrows. Great. We'll need them. Just kidding. This is probably going to involve a lot of just, like, kiting enemies out so that they are on their own. And then retreating, taking health potions. Doing this without a fishing rod really means you have to be very careful about how fast you progress through the level, because the enemies will just come up and attack you. Especially, excuse me, some of the heftier zombies with the swords, we're just going to have to run past them, I think. Like, the ones that have actual equipment are going to be way harder to fight. Got a strength potion, though, nice and early. Should make dealing with these first few zombies okay. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. We got another strength potion, and I ate that apple, so we should regen health a little bit better. So we still had the bread. These guys do a lot of damage for the early stages of the map, but we should be fine. Forgot how low the HP is without armor. Yes, the armor adds so much to your HP. Okay, we can take this strength. The regen is just about to run out, but we have our health potion back, so that's good. We got another apple, so we can regen a little quicker. Another apple, great. Okay, that's double regen. We're great. Doing very, very well. This is going better than I expected it to be honest. See, the point is, once we get to a certain point in this level, it's going to give us a piggy bank. And the piggy bank will probably have one of the 3 artifacts that you get for finishing the level, or some useful armor. There are also a couple of chests here that will give you some armor if we're lucky. So we can chase down the skeletons to avoid them attacking us too much, which is going to be worth it. But this bit is going to be a little dicey. Okay. Look how full of arrows I am right now. Do I have my own merch? No. I really wish I did, but I need to get somebody to design it. Because I am not a very good designer the rest of the time. Not for, like, merchandise stuff as well. Like, merch is tricky to get right, in my opinion. Like, I'm a big fan of merch that isn't necessarily just, like, a brand name on a t-shirt, you know? It kind of has to feel like something that's, that I would wear the rest of the time. It's also going to be necessary to get some emeralds quite early here, because we're going to need to buy a bunch of stuff from the camp. The problem now, though, is that the blacksmith won't trade us anything new. We have to get the village merchant, and I don't know when he comes up. If we would have to beat Pumpkin Pastures first, because that's what you had to do to get the Wandering Trader. But there's really no point to having the blacksmith this early, because all the blacksmith does is upgrade your existing gear. And, like, I don't have any. No, I haven't updated to 1.16.3. It has come out probably in the last, like, couple of hours, and I've just been playing this game. It doesn't matter, though. All 1.16.3 does is fix an exploit with baby piglins, where if they were given an item and then given a gold ingot, you could duplicate the item you gave them. So people were using it to, like, dupe diamonds, netherite, valuable stuff, you know. We have another bow! More emeralds for me. I can salvage all of this stuff now as well. That's great. It does give you a sword and a bow at the start of every level that you play, if you don't have any weapons in your inventory. The problem is, sooner or later, we will have to start using those weapons, because once you get gear that it is above level 1, that's how the villagers are going to know what level of gear to give you next. So I won't be salvaging the sword and the bow forever. Right now, though, we just need the emeralds. The question is, do we want to go over here and deal with all of the stuff that leads down to the Creepy Crypt unlock? The answer to that is probably yes. Because that will probably also give us either a wolf armor or a weapon that we can use. I mean, not that we're going to use the weapon, but a weapon that we can hold on to for leveling purposes. This is going to be the tricky part, because killing all of these skeletons is time-consuming, and I'll probably need to roll back here and heal. Am I a fan of rock music? Yeah, to a certain extent. Depends what, though. Unlock Creepy Crypt, you can get Battle Rose pretty early. I thought they were more of a, like an Adventure Apocalypse level, armor. You can get, Evocation Robes, I think. Alright, now we have Strength, which is going to help a lot. Once I heal, and... Okay, that's gonna make these guys a little bit easier to handle. Once you're doing enough damage to them, you can stun lock most enemies. The problem is you're only doing 2 damage per hit. But that is still... better than nothing. And the only way I have right now of moving fast is, like, rolling. Which is on a cooldown. Okay, we have Shadow Brew. We're probably going to be okay for a while here. We'll sneak up through all of these. Push the button. Sneak in here. And then at least we unlock Creepy Crypt, so we have a level that we can re-roll if Creeper Woods is unmanageable. But we're on default 1 right now, so we should be okay. I literally just tried to use an artifact I don't have, just on instinct. At this point, we can probably just walk around the room. Just make sure the zombies don't follow me into certain areas. Wait for the health potion to come back. So this is going to be a bit of keep away, which is going to be a little boring, but I think that's going to be our best strategy at this point. Gonna buy Minecraft Dungeons. Do I have any tips and tricks? If you equip the highest level gear that you have when you return to camp, that's how the blacksmiths will trade you better gear. So even if you're not using like the highest level weapons that you have, make sure you equip them before you finish a level. Don't do what I'm doing right now as well, because this is just a silly challenge thing for me. This is not, like, how you should play the game. Make sure you actually use weapons. Samuel Newpan says, thank you, says, hey Pix, I really like your idea of making a museum. Best of luck with that. Thank you. I'm really enjoying making it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, another health potion coming up. This is so hard to do without a fishing rod, by the way. Because a fishing rod would be, like, stunning some of these enemies and allowing me to attack them for a while and then, like, run away. And I've really got to concentrate on, like, where I'm walking and stuff. Abjuranex, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not something that I am prioritizing right now. Awesome, that was an achievement inspired by me. I know, I'm so, like... I don't know what to say. Like, it's just incredible. My silly way of playing the game is now forced on everybody who wants that achievement as well, which is pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Welcome to my world. Although if you want to, you can just cheese that achievement. Like, it's pretty easy to do. If you have Apocalypse level gear, you can just go into any difficulty level. Dang it, it's a sword. I was really hoping for a wolf armor. In a way, I've made history. Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy about it.
Well, that's just prime.
Lindaya, thanks so much. Or Lindlaya, sorry. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. But yeah, that's on Xbox now. It's on PlayStation trophies and stuff as well. What is good early game armor? The armor itself is not that important. It's really up to what kind of style of character you want to play. Like if you get the hunter's armor, for example, then you're going to have more arrows every time you pick up arrows, which is really good if you want to play a ranged character. Wolf armor, please, wolf armor. Oh, we got a freaking diamond sword. Are you kidding me? A diamond sword I cannot use. Great. Although that is like a level 5 weapon, so that's probably going to be good for acquiring better gear later on. So if we can finish this level, we will equip that, but I think at this point probably best to rush the exit, unless there is anything up here. I don't think there are ever chests at the end of these. Nope. Okay, cool. I'm actually like craning my neck to look. It's a trophy on PS4. You'll share the snap when you get it. Awesome. Thank you. I would love to see more people complete that achievement. And let me know how you did it as well, because it's going to be really fun to see if people have like specific loadouts that they try for it. There's a couple of people I follow who are like more into gathering achievements and like this game, and I'm kind of interested to see if they have anything to say about it, or if they just imagine it's, you know, just a random challenge they added. Like tilting the controller to turn faster? Yeah, like totally. As though I'm in VR or something and I can see around these obstacles in the level. So there is another chest up here past, I think, these skeletons. Yeah, up here on the left-hand side there might be a chest that we can get some armor from. I have a feeling it might end up just being coins, but... or emeralds, rather. Keeping an eye on my health, don't worry. Oh, and we got an apple anyway, that's good. Look at the amount of arrows sticking out of Alex right now. Yes, we got some armor, great. We still have 1 enchantment point, so I kind of want to see what the enchantments on this armor are. What do we have? Explorer, that's okay. Acrobat, Speed, Synergy. Really not the best. Thank you, Minecraft Dungeons. That's also a power 9 sword. I thought it was a power 5. Oh, that's good. That's a great start. Oh, and there's no chest up here because it generated differently. Oh, that sucks. Robbed. What sensitivity and DPI do I have in Minecraft? Does it matter? I don't think I have my DPI set to anything, like, specific. I have my sensitivity just on whatever the default is. Like, I'm not a PvP player, so I don't need that kind of stuff. What's the best melee weapon in dungeons? I think it's the Fighter's Bindings, which are the Barefist weapon. It's kind of like the equivalent of gauntlets. Alright, this section is going to be tough. It's not the worst section in the game, actually, because the this level can generate with a section that leads you across to a whole camp of Vindicators, and that's kind of tricky. But if it's this set piece, we're probably okay. There's like a bridge section that leads to an island, and then you go across a second bridge, and you're just like surrounded by Vindicators. So this one should be alright. We'll drop down here. The zombies have seen me, but it's fine. We can make our way past. No secrets to find or anything yet, so that's okay. We can get over the wall. No, we can't. Okay. Well, at least the zombies will just be confused slightly while I roll through here. And we could try and kill a couple of them, but I would much rather just get straight through to the safety house. There's too many enemies around that area. It's too out in the open. We just end up with them chasing us around everywhere the whole time. A couple of skeletons I can handle, though. Do swiftness potions affect climbing ladders in Minecraft? No, they don't. What's going on? I am currently trying to play through Minecraft dungeons without using weapons. And that includes the tutorial level, so we've actually skipped the tutorial level, meaning I don't even have a fishing rod. Supplies! Thank you for the arrows that I will not use. And some extra emeralds. Okay, section with the spiders is not too bad, and there is our piggy bank. So if we're able to kill this guy, without the spiders doing this, which is kind of the worst case scenario. But the spiders aren't too bad as long as they don't web you. Luckily the bread gives us a ton of regen here, so we're kind of okay against the spiders for a bit. And once there's only a couple of them left, it's fine. Oh, we got some TNT as well. Best case scenario. Good. So this cave will have a few more spiders, but then once we corner the piggy bank, which is difficult to do without a fishing rod. Hopefully this guy will have either a death cap mushroom or some better armor. If he drops an axe or something, I will not rage quit, but I would be close to rage quitting. We've actually had reasonably good luck on this level so far. The chomp sound is so satisfying. It is. Like I said, they've done such a good job in the sound design of this game. Actually prioritizing the pig over the spider there for a second because he was right next to me. Come back, piggy! He came back. It's fine. Alright, let's see what you got. Be nice, give me some armor. Incredible. Oh, this is looking good. We have thorns. Yes. Okay, we'll go with thorns. That also had the tumblebee enchantment, but I don't want to use that because I'm trying to stick to not using pets, which was another rule I had with Barefist Steve. Oh, yikes. Okay, this ain't good. Got to get them away from the enchanters, ideally. But them having thorns damage is incredible. Because they will do so much more damage to themselves than I could do. Nice. And once we can upgrade that, they'll end up doing 200 damage to themselves. Thorns is one that I never ended up using in the original Barefist Steve playthrough, and it's actually really good in retrospect. It also stuns them a little bit, which is perfect. Am I going to stream Minecon Live with Joel? Yes, we are planning on doing that. It is also the weekend of Canadian Thanksgiving, so Joel will have to check that he doesn't have plans with his family, but I think that is also happening more on, like, the Sunday, Monday long weekend. So he should be okay. These guys just, like, knocking themselves out on me. It's great. Oh, I love it. And we got a strength potion as well. Oh, this can so be done. This is so incredibly doable. Without even having a fishing rod. Superb. I haven't even taken a death in this level yet. Oh, that's great. Hey, Paranor, welcome on in. Welcome to Barefist Alex. Without even beating the tutorial level. Barefist Alex has gone one better than Steve. I like the fact the enchanters don't even damage you on default difficulty. They hit you with a book and they just don't do any damage on default 1. When you get to high block holes, they will actually damage you. What does the fishing rod do? It stuns enemies and pulls them towards you. Basically allows you to get the drop on more or less anything. And is one of the ways I was able to progress with my original Steve character. But now I have thorns. And this is making this incredibly good. As long as it's not an enemy that can one-shot me, it's going to do more damage to itself. What is the goal in this challenge? Beat the game without using weapons. There are a couple of other smaller caveats to the rules. You're not allowed to use melee or ranged weapons. Consumables like TNT are fine. You can punch, which does 1 damage. You're able to use whatever artifacts you want as long as they do not use soul energy, because that gives you basically just magical weapons. So I tend to use all of the artifacts that are like focused on improving your melee damage, giving you more speed, and giving you more more other stuff to play around with. You know, moving enemies around, pushing them back, stunning them, that kind of stuff. When I did this before, I was allowed to use a bow twice in the tutorial because it was required for progression, but I've now found that you can just skip the tutorial and you don't get the fishing rod artifact, but you can still progress. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Nice. Now we'll just wait around. Could probably punch some of these animals to get some food. As long as the zombie doesn't catch up to me, we'll be fine. Just need to get this potion. Bring it. No worries, Omrath. It'll happen for you eventually. You can save up. Pen is mightier than the sword. The book is sturdier than the shield. Sure is. Stun locking enemies like that is just very gratifying as well. Hey lads, come here with your axes. Manipulating enemies into damaging themselves on me is very fun. Oh, there's a spider. I wonder if the spider came up to me and bit me, if it would just kill itself. Yep, it does. Great. That's so good. Hey, Nat, welcome in. Hope you're well. Lovely to see you. Alright, this is the bit where we have to be a little bit more careful because there's some creepers, but we are basically home free at this point. And this should give us an artifact for finishing the level, which will not be a fishing rod. Could be a death cap mushroom. It could be a tasty bone, which is the worst case scenario because I don't want to use pets, so I'm avoiding using wolves. Nice. We made it. Incredible.
These villages are free
So we
from the
started that
class
level
of
with
beasts,
literally nothing.
all thanks to you.
If it's Death Cat Mushroom, then that's the best. 50% of the chests opened. We healed 9 times. 2,256 damage is pretty good for not having weapons. Boots of Swiftness. Okay, that is the second best scenario. We also now have a loadout. We have a diamond sword that we can use when we leave the levels to get better equipment. We don't even have a blacksmith yet. See, that's way different. That is way, way different. It said it unlocked a merchant, but where? Because normally the blacksmith is here. Is there still, like... Now it says 5 captured merchants. What? Do I have to play through Creeper Woods again? Oh no, there are 5 total on the map. So what do we get for unlocking Creeper Woods? I'm so confused. It says captured merchant. I freed all the villagers. They're in buildings. You didn't find the building? Really? Well, we're going back, aren't we? I never knew that they were like a separate thing now. That's interesting. Okay, well, we can scrap this. We'll keep that. And now we have Swiftness boots, so we can get out of trouble more easily. We also have Thorn's armor, which is kind of OP, actually. At least we can run through the level a little bit faster with these as well. Although I'm so used to the cooldown being different from Barefist Steve. And this time they'll take themselves out thanks to the thorns. Yeah, exactly. And this time we get a range of different gear because we actually started with equipment. So we should hopefully find a couple of things which are, like, nicer levels and stuff. Just trying to be a little bit careful here and play keep away because I really don't want these guys to hit me too much. I need to heal. Don't have any healing items or a potion right now. But this is also building up our stash of emeralds for when we actually have merchants. It is wild that they're now, like, separate dudes that you have to find, though. There we go, that's better. Wreck yourself. He did not check himself. Have enough points for Thorns too? No. Yeah, you need 2 more. 2 enchantment points. So I should, by the end of this level, so they do 150% damage to themselves. That's so OP. Like, them doing 200% of the damage they do back to themselves is, like, mechanically kind of broken. I mean, yes, you've still got to survive it, but that's pretty wild. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Missed me. Missed me again. Call Mark back and complain. I ain't complaining, man. It's the only thing that's getting me through this playthrough. Thank you for the emeralds. Just flying up into the sky. So the merchants are in separate buildings. Our princess is literally in another castle. But at least now I have a little bit more freedom to explore because I know I'm slightly better off gear-wise. The skeletons just killing themselves on me is great. He shoots, he scores! Like within 2 arrows. They just kill themselves. Awesome. Hey, welcome back, Abdronax. Oh, this is so good. The arrows just get deleted? Yeah, eventually the arrows just kind of disappear. They despawn. Or like the arrows that I pick up, I don't have a bow, so it doesn't show the arrow count. That Hunter's Armor has cooldown, which is not terrible. But Thorns is just OP. That is great. Okay, so side paths. I feel like I got most of them, but I did, I guess, rush through some of the later section of the level. Not going to use this TNT yet. Saving it for a rainy day. That zombie could take me out at this point. Omrath, I don't really have any kind of opinions on computer manufacturers right now. Because I had mine custom built for me by like a specialist company here in the UK, and I don't have any kind of like affiliation with any company or another. This is the one that has the chest, that has the wolf armor, that has deflect and cowardice. Really not super into that. Ow! That guy just walked up behind me while I was in the menu. Died. I was carrying on in the menu. That's funny. I can still punch my way through most of these, though, which is great. With the strength potion, definitely helpful. So if I go up here, like there's some of these areas around here that I didn't explore last time, these might have the merchant in, correct? What if the items had durability? This would be a nightmare if it had durability. See, the objective still says find the caravan, right? Which is... what it should say. Ednoria, do you know if it shows up, like, guaranteed, or is it one of those things that's dependent on how the level generates? Because if it is, that sucks. Not to put too fine a point on it, some of the stuff like the bonus level scrolls that you have to restart and replay the level over and over again to find should really show up more frequently, because sometimes they're just a pain in the butt to get. Hey, we got a level 7 bow. We're on the board. Great. So that's our loadout now. That's our leveling loadout. So we need to equip those whenever we leave the levels, and then we can hopefully buy some stuff from the merchants. It's guaranteed if you haven't found him yet. Okay, that's good. At least I know about that now, because gosh, I'd have been confused otherwise. He won't be in here, no? No, I will. I'll double back and I'll check all of the places that I haven't been. We'll do a thorough sweep of the map this time, because I actually have equipment that will allow me to do that. Sending those emeralds sky high. Yum yum. Tasty apples. Alex is doing better than Steve. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have thorns with Steve. I feel like I just didn't know the game well enough to understand which enchantments I should really be focusing on. And returning damage to stuff that hits me is kind of a game changer, if I'm honest. This one has Surprise Gift, though, which is also very good. Surprise Gift is one of my favorites. In fact, you know what? I might keep this one around, and once we have an enchantment point, I will put that on Surprise Gift so that we can maybe start generating potions. How much gear can you keep? You can have up to 180 items in your inventory, I believe. Got another exciting loot chest here. That's a level 1 hunter's armor, so worse than the one that we have. And has cowardice and deflect again. Okay. The bow has infinity. I will never use it. Do I like roguelikes because you're playing this game like one? I mean, I play Minecraft. Minecraft is kind of a roguelite. But then again, I tend to like just odd little challenges like this. Stuff like this just pushes my buttons. In a good way. But once we finish this level, I think, okay, over on this pathway here, we might find a merchant. Once we finish this level, I'm probably going to have to call the stream, because around 6-ish is when somebody's supposed to be coming to give us a quote about our conservatory, so I may have to leave you guys shortly. So we're not going to be doing like a full playthrough today or anything. Okay, this is going to have a secret chest in it. Is that a level 6 hunter's armor? Yeah, it is. Oh, and that's got burning. See, that could be a game changer as well. I think Thorns is probably going to do more damage right now, though. But I think the level 6 is going to be useful for acquiring gear at the blacksmith until we can get some better stuff. The crucial thing is making sure you have enough gear that you can get them to trade you better equipment, because then you kind of have like the run of the market, as it were. What's a conservatory? A big glass building on the back of your house. Kind of like a greenhouse, but for people. Hey, Sickit, welcome in. No worries if you're just popping in temporarily. It's all good. Lovely to see you. You have a conservatory? Nice. In North America, as a sunroom. Yeah. Yeah, different folks have different names for it, I suppose. I always know it as a conservatory. So that's a chest, and that's a chest. Level 3 bow. Level 2 wolf armor. Thorns and acrobat. The bow's not really worth keeping either. Okay. It's like outside room. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Busy times these days? I know, right? Steve with his bare fists in the conservatory. Poggerman stonks. No, I'm good, thank you. I assume it's in here. Because this is a brand new section. Bit of a creeper gauntlet. So I guess we just got to get them all to explode. Nice. Another wolf armor. Snowball could be useful. Recycler is not useful at all. And Frenzied, take it or leave it. There he is. That's the village trader then. Excellent. So he's the new one that you unlock, because previously it was the wandering trader. Look at the amount of emeralds as well. Oh, weapons grade. This is great. So now if I exit to camp, I could technically go back and find the trader already there. Because that's just like an independent unlock. He's there now. I wouldn't even have to finish the level. However, if I do finish the level, I have a better chance of getting a death cap mushroom, so I think I will still do that. Provided that I can finish the level, of course. I like how when the wind rustles the leaves of these trees, they kind of create like a creeper hissing sound. That's like another piece of excellent sound design. When am I going to end the stream? Pretty soon. Probably when we finish this level, go back to the camp. We'll see what the trader has. Right. See, this is the section where you come across here, and normally the camp here is full of Vindicators. I think on higher difficulties it does that. Right now it's just zombies, which is nice. May just be like a random roll on what enemies you get here, but I'll take it if it's zombies. Zombies are easy to deal with. Why am I using my fist? This is a challenge that I developed back when the game was first released, where you have to beat the game entirely using your fists with like no weapons or any artifacts that can be used as weapons, like the soul artifacts and stuff. Just as a challenge. But this has now been adopted into the game as an achievement. So in the Creeping Winter DLC, one of the achievements is for beating the first level of Creeping Winter without using any weapons. That's because I did this. I beat the entire game without using weapons and made a YouTube video all about it. I did it all live on stream towards the end as well. And the developers were watching the stream and they were like, hey, this is a really hilarious concept. Oh, Janie is here. Hey, Ms. Janie. Welcome on in. Glad you guys had a good stream the other day. We're not playing as Steve anymore, we're playing as Alex. Where are you from, Steve? I'm trying to get all of the mobs on the level this time. This game is evil, it's fun. I enjoy this game immensely. What's my HP right now? Total is probably like 109. If anyone's wondering, by the way, if you play this on controller, you can still use the keyboard and mouse if you want to. You can like click around and stuff, but then if you hover your mouse over the heart down there, it will show you what number your HP is. Only works on Windows, but is a really neat way of showing your actual numbers in your health display. What's down this way? Aside from this bow, I mean. Give me some food, please. Dang it. Okay. We'll hang back. How do I not have the auto roll bug? If you get that, if you're playing on a controller, what you need to do is go to the settings, go to controller, and then adjust the dead zone on your right stick. Because the right stick can also be used to dodge roll. But if you have a larger dead zone because your controller's a little bit old or something, it will fix that bug pretty easily. I encountered that when I started playing the game in the beta, and yeah, like, adjusting the dead zone on the right stick really helps. Because basically your sticks aren't, like, calibrated quite as well as they could be. And my controller did it too. We have like 700 emeralds right now. This has been kind of great. Can you gain more HP? Yes. Armor is what does that. So if you get a better set of armor, like a higher power set of armor, you get more HP from that. This is so great, by the way. Having thorns is something I'd never even considered for Barefist, Steve, and it's the best. Started playing this with your son today. He's been buzzing for Creeping Winter. That's awesome. This seems like a great, like, co-op game for families who are just getting into playing games together. Like, you play it on a lower difficulty for, like, younger kids. It's not going to be that tough. You can kind of help them out. They can pick you up when you inevitably get killed by something. It's all great. It's all great. You can connect your controller to the PC. Depends what kind of controller you have. I just have an Xbox 360 controller, and it's wired, so it doesn't need, like, a wireless adapter. And it works pretty well for me. Do I have a PS4? I do. I just use it as, like, a home media center, though. I don't really use it to play games on anymore. Although I do really want to check out the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's only available on PS4. So I might have to buy a PS4 game. I bought my PS4 to play Destiny, and basically we just use it as like a Netflix box and a Blu-ray player now. I'll take this apple, run away. Nice. This guy can't hurt me, really. Nice. 2 TNT. And you can die now. Thorns. A revolution in Barefist gameplay. You really like the daily modifiers? Have you played the Swamp one today? The Swamp one today is amazing. Because everything has critical hit, so they can do, like, triple damage to you, but everything drops, like, potions. We played it earlier on the stream. It was so fun. On my other character, I have the fighter's bindings, and I can punch really fast, so, like, everything is just popping off, going ding, ding, ding. It's, like, incredible. Have they changed it so you can get runes on standard difficulty yet? Or no? They have not. Okay, fair enough. I guess you can't really get to the cathedral afterwards until you've actually beaten the game, so... Those guys attacking faster is not fun. They should not do that. The graveyard. Oh. How weird is it that there's a graveyard in Minecraft, by the way? I feel like regular Minecraft does not acknowledge death in this way. Minecraft Dungeons is dark, man. That's right. You'll get exploded. Oh, and they dropped another TNT. How nice of them. This time we're taking out everybody. How am I liking the new trading and upgrading system? It's good. It took a while to get used to, but I do like being able to see what I'm buying. And the way I play this game is obviously kind of different from the way everybody else plays this game, so I'm not doing too much trading, but I do think it works out. It's going to be interesting for this new Barefist run where I'm actually going to be able to, like, see what I'm buying from the traders, and you can just replay a level and it restocks, or you can pay them to restock again. I think that's pretty good. I think it definitely resolves people's problems with the blind box thing, because the blacksmith was that before. It was just gambling or whatever. It was just kind of difficult to know what you were getting, and you'd be wasting your emeralds that way. There is still a guy who lets you do that, and he might have some good stuff, but then you can always just look at the what the village trader has. That's right, we leveled up. I like how that all happened behind a tree, so you couldn't quite tell what happened. But those men were killed. They died. Like being able to upgrade things. Yeah, being able to upgrade things is great. Like, I could take this armor all the way to endgame if I wanted to. I probably won't. And it would take me, like, 3 levels to upgrade every time, but... yeah, that's a problem. I still can't deal with creepers with Barefist Alex. I can run away from them, but the creepers are a problem. That's right. I got thorns. You about to get stung. Prefer to play the game like this rather than how it was intended. I mean, it's the only way I can play now. Melee only, bare fists. I do also have, like, Fighter's Bindings, which is like a fist-based weapon on Barefist Steve now, but that's just so I could finish Apocalypse difficulty.
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
Games are most fun when the odds are stacked against you, and I feel like you can have a pretty challenging run depending on, like, the weapons and stuff you use elsewhere. Better Boots of Swiftness. Very nice. So now we have 2 sets of Boots of Swiftness. We can go double speed. And the village merchant is now selling stuff. Excellent. So wonderful wheat. Well, quite a few emeralds, but that one's discounted. That's not bad. Okay. So here is what we do. And this is going to be the last thing I do on this stream because I do have to go. Wolf armor might be worth keeping for potion barrier. We'll get to that. But right now, my power level is only 2 because all I have equipped is an armor and these 2 artifacts. But then what we do is we equip the best armor we have, the weapon, and the bow. And we can have another artifact there as well later if we want to. We load up the level. Let's say we load up Creeper Woods, highest difficulty we can. We're not going to actually beat it on this difficulty, and we've got the weapons equipped. But what we're going to do is return to the camp right away. And now we can do whatever we want with the weapons that we are holding. We can take those off. We can put our preferred armor back on. But now the village merchant is going to be trading us some better stuff once we restock. Potentially. I don't quite know how that works yet. So that's a power 2 bow and a power 3 tasty bone? Maybe not. Maybe you restock holding the good stuff. Now it's going to be more expensive to restock, but... Okay, so that's a level 6 cutlass. Interesting. So it may not work the way it used to. But I think once we finish a level, if we're holding all of that good stuff, when we come back to the camp, he's going to have some better stuff. Because they always restock when you return from a level. Once you've completed a level, like, their stock completely changes. So you don't have to pay them every time. Makes sense. Right, we are power 7. Let's quit to the main menu. If we quit to the main menu and come back, does it do the same thing? I'm curious. Okay, he's still got the same stuff. Right, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, folks, that is where we're going to leave it for today. Went a little bit longer than I intended to go as well, so thank you guys for sticking around. For the start of Barefist Alex, we're going to be continuing this Barefist Alex playthrough on Sunday. So please do drop a follow if you're new here. Would love to see some more of you guys. I'm going to be dropping you off with my good friend Joel Duggan, who is currently playing through his first modded Minecraft playthrough on all of Fabric 3. And I imagine he is playing through... Yeah, he's playing through blind, so don't, like, yell tips at him too much in the chat, but I'm sure if he asks for your help, you guys will be knowledgeable enough to give it. That's going to be it from me. Thanks so much for watching. My name's been Pixel Riffs. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.